have my emotional support dog sitting next to me tonight, and it makes my heart really happy.
I forgot the dog was over there, and I wondered what she was petting.
She's so cute, and I love her.
Okay.
My kids are like, why do you like her more than you like us?
Well, it's a valid question.
You're listening to the Calm,
The Storm,
the Whimsy podcast.
I have a story to tell you. One thing I hate more than anything is Walmart.
Yes.
And I think waiting for the Walmart pickup is worse than walking yourself in the Walmart pickup. Because I could have walked in the store, spent $2,000, and checked out and came out to my car, loaded it all in by the time they brought me 2 things in a tiny little bag that I bought for presents. And I'm like, I almost sent Lenny, and I'm like, I can do this. It's after school. It's still early in the morning after drop off. Nobody's gonna be up at Walmart picking up orders. Oh, what spot are you in? I'm in spot 197. Submit. Oh, we see you're in spot 197. We will be out shortly. 35 minutes later, I'm like, this is ridiculous.
It is crazy.
I am so mad. My blood
So
pressure's
bad.
going up. I could have walked in and bought the 2 items myself and been gone. I could have went and had a pedicure, an hour massage, and been happy. But no, I'm going to sit here in my car in my 197 spot and stew because the 2 things aren't out. Anyway, so I'm sitting there listening to our podcast preview of the podcast. So I'm listening
Our
to it.
podcast preview of the podcast.
Well, we always listen to approve it before it goes out. So
Yeah.
I'm listening to it loudly in my car. And they're talking about Lenny as a woman.
They are, or you were?
No, you. We're talking about the hoo-has, of course.
Oh my gosh.
So
I can
anyway,
only imagine.
I'm listening to this loudly in my car, and lo and behold, the guy comes walking up. You're definitely going to see a picture of a hoo-ha. Pause. Hi. Thank you. Okay, bye. Oh, you're definitely going to see a picture of a hoo-ha. He's walking up. I'm like, he totally heard that. That was awkward.
Oh my goodness.
He's like, can I see?
So I got a podcast story out of it.
Oh. Wow.
That's good.
That's
Good.
amazing.
That was a good one. Okay.
Walmart. You never know what you'll find. There's probably a hoo-ha out somewhere at Walmart.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
So one thing a little bit more scary or frustrating than waiting at the pickup line in the 197 spot, and why they have that many, I don't know. Target has like 15, and it's like run smoothly.
It's because of DoorDash.
I don't care what it's because
Well,
of.
you said why.
But
I'm telling you why.
They can't get enough people to bring them out. Why don't the Door Dashers go in and pick it up? They should have
Probably
lockers.
should.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lockers.
Just like,
They
the
should have
Amazon
lockers.
locker. You
Lowe's,
pick it up.
Yeah.
Lowe's has lockers now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you have lockers for like milk and stuff, though? Like
cold locker.
Cold lockers? Like,
Oh, I don't know.
okay, it's probably not that important. I was just telling you why there's that many.
So, one thing that's more frustrating than sitting waiting for your Walmart order to be delivered when you could have went out and made the item yourself is going to the dentist.
You could have made the item. You could have made
wife.
it
You
yourself.
could have made it.
I could have made it myself.
She's
It's
a
going
trad
to the
wife.
dentist.
It could have happened.
Some
Oh, yeah.
people love the dentist. My sister-in-law loves going to the dentist.
No, I've
Why?
never heard that before.
She
Why?
loves to get her teeth. She loves it.
Oh.
But her teeth are beautiful.
Has she ever had any work done?
I don't know. Now I'm going to have to ask her.
Yeah.
If she was awake, I'd call her, but she's probably sleeping.
Oh my goodness.
Ashley,
Yeah.
she has to probably be up at
What?
5 o'clock in the morning
She
to train.
likes the dentist?
Yeah.
What? Are you sure she's sleeping?
I'm not calling her right now. It's 10 o'clock. They go to bed early.
Okay.
You call her.
I'll just text her and ask her if she's awake. Continue.
So,
Oh my goodness.
the dentist. We all have crazy stories of the dentist.
Yes.
Some are wonderful. Some are not so wonderful.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So let's talk
And-
about our dentist experiences.
What did we have to do this week?
Dentists.
Oh my goodness.
How and why?
Like, we have talked about this before on this podcast about how dentists are terrible for all three of us. And the fact that we all three have to go to the dentist or have been at the dentist this past week
Yes.
is ridiculous.
I mean, I'm not as terrified or hate it as much as you guys,
Yeah.
Oh, man.
but it's not something that I love to do. Hey, poke me with a needle and my face turns numb and let me jiggle your cheek around. You feel that? No, I can't feel that anymore, thank you.
But now I can because I felt all the pressure of it.
Oh, my God.
If
my
they shake your
goodness.
cheek and then poke you with the needle, you won't feel that needle.
Shake your
They do
cheek. They do shit. Why do they do that with the mirror or whatever?
I guess to get it around in there, I don't know.
Okay. So, who goes first with their dental experience this week?
Okay. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like.
Just tell us about your experience.
Okay. My whole
Kinda makes me
experience.
cranky.
My whole experience or
Yeah.
my first day experience.
Just
of
go
this
for
week?
it.
Okay. So I have survived 43 years without having a root canal. And I knew that going in on Tuesday to the dentist that I was probably getting a root canal. So I was terrified. Blood pressure's up. I mean, legit. Like, it was like 158/98. They were like, "Do you have anxiety?"
And
I'm
they
like,
did it anyway.
I have anxiety now. I don't have anxiety. I don't take medicine for anxiety, but maybe I should because this is ridiculous. So I go in and I sit down in the seat, and the hygienist they're so kind. She was like, would you like heat on your seat or massage?
I'm sorry.
What?
And I said,
They're like, you want me to take your kidney out with numbing, or you just want me to?
There it is.
and I said, well, I'll have the massage, but not the heat because I'm already sweating in my armpits.
Do they do that for everybody?
They do.
Do you want a massage in your? I mean,
And the reason I know that they do it for everybody is because the bay next to me,
The lady's like, woo.
they asked her if she wanted heat or a massage.
Oh my gosh.
And she said no to both. But
What?
I said yes to the massage on Tuesday. So then he did the procedure. We bantered back and forth because he knows I'm terrified. And so he was like, "Are you ready for me?" And I looked at him and I was like, nope. And he's like, "Okay, nope, I understand." And like, so it was like back and forth. And it was just kind of funny. But he was super gentle, super kind. And I went out of there like, okay, I'm okay. Oh, and the Yule log.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So they also have a TV that you can request to watch something. And so I requested the Yule log. So like up there, they had the Roku thing and like this little Yule log up there. They turned that on and it crackled. And then he said to me, "Would you like a moose head on the wall and a bear skin on the carpet? Like, you know, like you're in a cabin?" And I was like, "Yes, please."
Wait, what? They
It
did
was
not
being
bring
funny.
that out.
He was
Okay,
kidding.
yeah.
He was
They
totally
bring
kidding.
it out.
Oh my gosh! If they would bring it
and they're
out,
like, for $19,999, we can get this root canal taken care of.
amazing. I mean, I spent a lot of money this week on
Do you
my
like
teeth.
a Brazilian while we're at it?
Right?
Brazilian. That's why you shake that cheek
Yeah.
around a little bit. I know.
What cheek? Oh my gosh!
Is this really pricey dentist? Is it a really pricey
It
one?
cost me $3,500 to
Yeah,
get
I
my
don't
root
know.
canal
Yeah.
done, but I don't have insurance, so
Yeah.
I feel like it's based on what I looked up on the website of like in general. It's around like anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000.
But you got a
so-
massage.
I got
so
a
it was
massage.
worth it.
Yes.
And the Yule log.
So then I had to go home, and I told him, I said, "I'm a flight risk." I said, "I don't know if I'm coming back."
I'm proud of you for going back.
It's because of the
am
massage and how
super proud
wonderful
of
they are.
myself. Like, guys, I am a flight
proud of
risk.
you.
I had a $360 credit on my account because 3 years ago I didn't go back for a service.
That's crazy.
That's how crazy it is, okay?
But you went back because it was a good experience.
It was. And I would only go there. So, like,
Yeah.
I trust him so much. And I know that, like, okay, I'm getting a good service done. I'm getting a good filling. I'm scared to death. Like I can't have it fall out. Like that's the type of thing. Like it terrifies me in that way.
Which tooth was it?
It's my very back one on the upper side here. So, and it's been 13 years that I have been holding off on the root canal. So that was what he told me the first time that he filled it for me. It was like 13 years ago.
Holy moly.
Yeah. And so I think he has replaced that filling at least 3 times in that process because I wouldn't let him do the root canal. He should have done it like a long time ago. So I had to go back, and I went back today. And there's other things that happened today. So I get there, and he comes in, and he's like, "Hey, scaredy cat." And I was like, "Hi." And he was like, "Are you ready?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm here."
Okay, here's my question.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the version of Kelly at the gynecologist? Like they're like, "Oh, here comes the old lady again. She's the one that gives everybody high blood pressure, stresses us all out."
PTSD.
I just funny.
Oh, yeah.
I make it super funny.
Okay.
So like he's fine. Like
Yeah.
I just make it super funny so then everyone's laughing and
Okay.
it's kind of like this. She's a terror.
You don't
she's
like bite
terrified of it.
down like she did.
No. I'm actually a really good patient.
Okay.
And like he actually has said like you do a really good job. I don't know why you worry about it.
Okay.
But I worry about it because I'm afraid of the pain. So like if I don't get numbed correctly and I feel it, that's what terrifies me.
Okay.
Like to feel that. Anyways, so he tells me what we're going to do. You know, we're going to clean out the roots. This is what's happening. I'm like, okay. So he works on my mouth and everything's done. And I did cry, but I didn't cry because I was upset, but because I gagged on the x-ray that went down my throat. And like literally like tears like came down my face because I was like
Why does an x-ray go down your throat?
well, because it's the last tooth and the way that he needed to see the roots, it just went down like the back of my throat and I was like losing it.
Yeah.
He was like, "I am so sorry." And I'm like, "Oh, it's okay." So then I was all done. And the lady was like, "Would you like a hot towel,
I can't.
chapstick, or a water bottle?" And I looked at her and I said, "All the above." And then I said, "I'm on a podcast and I have to compare my dental experience with my friends. And so, yes, I will take all of it." And so then I started videoing.
Yes.
I put my hot
It
towel
looked
on.
amazing.
The weirdest part about the hot towel, I didn't know this. It takes the numbing away.
Oh.
Almost instantly. By the time I was home, it was gone.
Heck.
It was the strangest thing. And I just put it like over my like nose area and like where my crazy.
Yeah, I'm getting more bitter the longer you talk.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Was there more?
I think that was it. Except for that I had to pay $3,500 today.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of money.
And I have to go back on Monday.
Today, you're not like making payments?
No.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I have Care credit card.
Oh, okay.
So it's 0 interest for a
So
year.
I went to the dentist also this week. And I looked at this really nice white ceiling. Nobody massaged me. And there is not a 15-minute grace period at this dentist, apparently. So
Oh, no.
I was a little annoyed because the week before I had an appointment. First of all, they canceled my cleaning on December 6th because they don't have a dental hygienist anymore.
What? She left?
Yeah.
Oh.
So they're like, "We could get you in June." I'm like,
Oh.
"Okay. Well, actually, I have a problem with my tooth. Like, I need to come in anyway." So they get me in at 8:30. I walked in at 8:35, and the lady was like, "Everybody else just make us up their own time today."
What?
Yeah.
To you? She said that to you?
Not to me, but where I could very clearly hear.
it.
And she knew I could. And so then we go in the back.
Oh, wow.
And when the dentist came back, he's like, it's 8:50 now, so we really can't do this anymore. Like, you'll have to come back next week, but please be on time because blah, 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 blah. And the only reason I didn't like snap back is because I didn't want to stay.
You're like, this is my
I'm
out.
like, peace out. So then
See
when I
ya.
went back, I was on time and I waited 20 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
And I wanted to be like, I guess everybody makes up their own time
You're like,
today.
I got places
You
to
should've
be.
said it.
Except for it wasn't the same lady. It was the lady I really liked.
Oh my goodness.
But they did a filling. And I think part of the reason I was terrified is because I got a root canal not that long ago. And I can't even remember when it was. The only time I've ever had one, it was awful. But I don't even think it was the root canal that was awful. It's when they numbed me, they like let it drip down my throat. And then my throat went numb. And I'm like, I can't swallow. I can't feel my throat. And I panicked the whole time. So I was afraid of that happening again. But the lady that did it this time did way better. She was like, I'm going to rinse it out real good. You don't want that going down. And I'm like, where were you last time? But then when they did the cleaning, that bug killed me. That was the worst part.
They did a cleaning?
Yeah, because
though?
the dentist is doing them.
That's probably why it hurt, because he doesn't normally do them.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I was like, like it hurt so
The
bad.
dentist is now doing the cleanings at that.
Until they
office.
can find a dental hygienist.
Oh.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Ugh.
But I will always say, I would rather a doctor check my cervix every single day than go to the dentist.
Okay, I think I'd go to the dentist.
Nope. We know. I don't want to go to the dentist. I hate it. I don't even think the fireplace on the ceiling or the massage or the hot towel or the chapstick could make me rather go to the dentist. I'd still rather get my cervix checked.
Okay.
I did tell my kids this week that I would rather lick a public toilet with pee on it than go to the dentist.
Okay, I'm going to just go to the dentist. Okay,
No, thank you.
Here's my dental experience. So, I feel like there was a divine intervention the last dentist appointment
there was
I went
pumpkin
to.
candles everywhere when she walked in.
So,
Help.
this appointment didn't happen this week, but I have an appointment this coming week.
Yes.
Yes.
Because of what happened. So I go to the dentist Hillary goes to, and he has fixed this tooth, and I never wanted to pay for a crown because I'm like, who's got $2,000 to pay for a crown? No, thank you. Just fill it. It'll be fine. So he's put a filling in. He's like, you really should think about a crown the next time that it came out. I'm like, oh, I know. It's fine. It'll be fine. So it came out like over a year ago. It was last October. I was eating a pumpkin
Has
cookie.
it been that long?
And that had
was
a
the
root
pumpkin?
It had a root canal in it, but it came out, and I'm like, okay, it doesn't hurt. So I go to the dentist, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna pay for the crown. And he's like, it's too late. You can't pay for the crown. There's nothing to attach the crown to.
It's
So-
too late. I've been telling you all this time.
I have it's been a year I've been dealing with sharp, jagged edges of this tooth. And he's like, I can't even help you.
And then do you mess with it with your tongue?
Yes.
And then you have a sore on your tongue.
why does your tongue go to
don't
the
know.
pain in your mouth?
I don't
It's
know.
always
Or you
there.
want to play with this sharp part of your tooth? Anyway, continue.
So
Sorry.
he was just like, I can't even get it out. You need to go see an oral surgeon. So our insurance isn't great. So I'm looking around for an oral surgeon. There's one in Cleveland. Well, the one that Eliza went to in Cleveland, I'm like, yeah, no thanks. We got up there. It was students. It was terrible.
Students?
They were like, we have to take this tooth out. Oh, oops, we got to take the other one out too. They took 2 of her teeth out when they were supposed to take 1 out. I'm like, yeah, no thank you. I'm not going there. So I called around. I'm like, I got to get this taken care of. I want to get it done while I have this insurance, because when Lenny's insurance, it's just going to cost so much more. So I called around and I found this place, and they're like, you can come in. And I'm like, do you have oral surgeon? Well, no, but you should come in. We can take care of it. So I go in to this place, and this guy, it was kind of sketchy. It was in a kind of a sketchy neighborhood. It was an old CVS building that they
Gosh, that they turned into
Yeah.
a dental.
So I go in and I talk to the guy.
You are
and
so brave. First of all, you are so brave. I
it was
would
going
not.
to be covered under insurance. So I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this. So I go in there, and the guy was super nice. And I said, I'm nervous because my dentist said he wouldn't touch it because it's too close to the sinus cavity. He's like, oh yeah, I'm positive I can get that out of there. No problem. I'm like, okay. but I need to make sure you're doing the surgery then. I want to make sure you are my surgeon. He's like, okay, I'll pencil you in. We got it in for whatever day it was. And I'm like, okay. So I go back and I'm sitting in the waiting room forever. And it was at like 3:30. I had to be there. This is for oral surgery.
Oh my goodness.
So-
That's all day. You had to wait?
Yeah. So then I sit there and 4:15, I still haven't been called back. Ma'am, what is your name? And I'm like, wait a minute. You don't know my name. I've been sitting here 45 minutes and you don't know my name.
Am I at Walmart?
So I give her my
goodness.
name. Then my dentist walks out of the lobby. I'm like, wait, where are you going? And he goes, oh, I have an emergency. I'm like, you are supposed to do my surgery. And he goes, well, there's an emergency. And I'm like, there's no emergency. It's almost 5. He wants to get out of there. They'll take great care of you. I'm like, okay. They're going to take my kidney. What's going to happen? This is a front to take organs is what's going to happen. We're in this junky CVS dentist with like the lights flickering, and I go back to the room and they're like, okay, we got to take your blood pressure. They're like, it's 400 over 500. I don't know why. What's going on? So it was crazy. It was higher than when I had Naomi, I think. It was really high. It was probably the highest it's ever been. And I'm like, they're like, do you usually have problems with blood pressure? I'm like, well, when I see my dentist walk out the door and say, you can trust these people, it'll be fine. Yeah, I do. So they're like, okay, we're going to give it like 10 more minutes. And they came back and it was still high. Like, I can't remember what it was, but it was like 170 over 115 or something crazy.
Oh my gosh.
They're like, we can't do the surgery. And it wasn't even a surgery. They were not concerned about my sinus cavity. And I'm like texting my sister and everybody. I'm like, something feels off. I would rather pay $4,000 to get it taken out at this point, or I could sell my kidney and pay for the actual Yule log and the deer heads on the wall. That's what I should do. So anyway, the lady comes back in and she's like, I'm really sorry, honey, but I can't do this. Your blood pressure is just too high. So now you have to go to your doctor, get a signed note that we can do it. And I'm like, is this for real life? Like, who has time to, I'm going to go to the doctor and I'm going to get a note. Yes, she can have the surgery. Okay, I'm going to go back. Here's your paper. Go ahead and take out my tooth. And hopefully you don't screw up my face and my sinus cavity. What if it like implodes? Oh, this is my friend Kelly. A bad thing at the CVS dentist.
I don't even know what to say right now.
They took her kidney.
Don't take her kidney.
And they fixed her tooth, but hey, it's okay. We still love her. I'm like, okay. So
Sound effects.
I left and I'm like, I called my sister. I'm like, I honestly feel like it was an act of God. Like I was not supposed to get my tooth taken out there.
Oh my goodness.
So months have gone by and I'm
and
a
you
little,
still don't have it out.
I have PTSD because of that whole situation.
Well, yeah, you don't want your kidney out. I mean, I get it. CVS black market
Not
kidney
for free,
taking.
at least.
But Lenny, I got on Lenny's insurance, which is way better than the insurance that I had. And I don't have to go to a CVS place anymore for a dental procedure and hope that they don't mess up my sinus cavity.
Okay, see, that's why I paid $3,500 for my root canal, because I am terrified to go to the CVS doctor.
So I kept putting it off, and then I'd call, and they're like, leave a message. I'm like, nope, not leaving a message. I'll call back. And then here at Naomi's birthday party, I was talking to her friend's mom, and she's like, oh, I work at blah, blah, blah dentist. I'm like, wait. I tried to call. She goes, yeah, like it's hard to get in. We're so booked up. She's like, just let me call you if I can get you in. Well, she ended up getting me in. So I'm
that's
going. But she said, we're probably going to have to refer you to a surgeon. So I'm like, you're not going to like take a chance and maybe get it out and not mess up my, like what happens when they screw up your sinus cavity? If they pull the tooth out, it's like up in the sinus cavity. What happens?
Why is it that far up
What
there?
does happen?
I don't know. Does my face implode? And it's like,
Well, the sound effects.
I don't know. So I'm paranoid.
my
I am
goodness.
paranoid to go to this because I don't know. I know it's a great
Wow.
dentist because even our orthodontist recommended that dentist.
Okay.
Because Liza needs some bonding, and her dentist wanted to put 2 crowns on, and he's like, not at 13. No, she needs Bondo. Her teeth are going to change between 13 and 18. She should not be getting a crown till she's at least like 19 or 20.
Do you know that I have bonding on my front teeth from when I was 10 years old?
Oh.
It has never broken.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good.
It's terrifying.
Scarified
me. Okay.
So I'm
If a sinus
scarified.
cavity gets messed up by pulling a tooth, it can lead to a condition called a sinus perforation.
What?
Are
What
we?
does that mean?
Do you actually not want to know?
No, go ahead.
Which means a small hole is created between the mouth and the sinus cavity, potentially allowing bacteria to enter the sinus and cause a sinus infection.
I would be dead.
I don't think that's what it says. Symptoms may include nasal discharge,
Ew.
facial pain, pressure, congestion, and sometimes even a feeling of air passing through the extraction site when breathing through the nose.
Oh,
In
my
most
God.
cases,
It will heal, right?
Yeah, it'll heal on its own, but larger openings might require surgical intervention to close the gap.
And in some cases, you end up missing a kidney and they can't figure out why.
You're like, why do you have that scar on your back?
my
That's
gosh.
terrifying. And that guy was
so
just
they
like,
were going to put you to sleep? Like,
no.
oh, they were going to do local.
Yeah.
Then
And
you would know if your kidney was gone.
Right. If you're not sleeping.
You would have been fine.
I don't know, but how do I know I wouldn't have blacked out? My blood pressure was high.
With quotation marks.
Oh
she
my
says
gosh.
that.
So one last thing from my dental experience. I also got a text from my dentist tonight.
Was it a picture of
Okay.
Lenny as a woman?
No. Was it hoo-ha?
Wow.
Says, checking to see how you're feeling after your appointment today.
What?
Like that's his personal phone number or like the...
It is his personal phone
No, it's
number.
not.
Yes, because
Or is it like the dental? Does it say, hit yes to confirm? What? Wow.
So, yeah.
Personal
crazy.
text from the dentist.
Crazy. Like out of nowhere. He didn't have to text me. He knew I was terrified.
I actually got a
He
text
knew I
later
was-
that night. It's like, hey, have you ever given up a kidney to anybody?
Oh my God.
I think I can
We
see
have
you
an
tomorrow at
opening
10.
in the back alley.
Meet us in the brick alley.
So, all these crazy dental experiences. And you know what it sums up? It comes all down to you get what you pay for.
true.
So, maybe you need the hot talon chapstick and massages and moose heads on the wall. Or maybe
Yes.
you just need a dentist that doesn't want to take your kidney out. I don't know, but find the right dentist. Don't be scarified like Crystal.
Thank you for listening to the Calm, the Storm, the Whimsy podcast. Follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Facebook, and Instagram. Stay tuned for our next episode.
Was that my phone?
No,
I think Grant broke it. I can't get the sound to go off. I'm serious. It's broken.
What?
your phone?
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. That was just a fun
I was
little
trying
ring.
to get your phone to go off again. That's why I just texted you.
Oh, you little.
I was going to say that wasn't Ashley that was responding.
No.